I don't know what's going on. The world starts shaking, the cave collapsed, everybody's gone, everything's gone. Now I'm stuck out here in the middle of this ocean. I'm stuck on a raft that I had to scrap together. Just floating out by myself, just me and Hopper. Where are you, buddy? There you are. Oh, woe is me. UnderRealms could be a lonely place on a Saturday evening. It's only Tuesday morning. Compared to my life, Eleanor Rigby had a mad gay time. Nothing ever happens to me. I feel like an old splintered drumstick. I jump in the ocean, but it looks like rain. Nothing ever happens to me. Hopper, however will we get out of this ocean? Oh wait, look Hopper, land. Hello world, my name is Pin Valentine, and welcome back, finally, to UnderRealms. I know it's been a couple weeks, I know. If you guys have been on Discord, and if you're not, what's wrong with you? I'm stuck in a plant. Get over there, link is in the description. Every time I have to take a break or something, I announce those things on Discord. To get over there, but we are finally back in UnderRealms. I know what you guys are thinking, this doesn't look like UnderRealms at all. Because we are above ground, we're not in a giant scary cave. But you know what? To tell you the truth, we all got kind of bored. Or annoyed. Or both. That the cave was all in just one biome. We weren't quite as happy with the idea of the buffet mode as we would have liked to have been. Words are complicated. So we decided to just do UnderRealms in a normal vanilla world, which I think is fine, and it's still going to be called UnderRealms. I did find this cool little cave to start out in. I'm not going to stay here though. This is right near where we landed off of the ocean. So I have some starter stuff here, not a whole lot of stuff, just some basics, wooden tools and whatnot. Some food I can grow that I got from a village that's nearby. One piece of white wool. Great. What can I get rid of? I'll get rid of the arrows. I don't need those now. Well, I'm gonna take this with me. Thank you. And I'm gonna take this with me. So before we start doing anything, before we start doing any building, I did think about making this as my main base. Better take that chest with me too. Oh, what? Get rid of pink dye. There we go. I did think about making this cave as my main base, but I wanted plenty of room to build, plenty of room to grow for what is my base idea for UnderRealms going on. And if any of you guys are wondering, don't worry. The Thieves Guild, well, we're still a thing. The Thieves Guild is still together, better than ever. What in the world is that? The other Underlings have been on and doing things. And, it looks like one of them started doing something over here. Or is that? Oh, that's a shipwreck. That's exciting. Shall we see if Noah got to it before us? Let's check that out. See if there's anything spicy. As I was saying, the Thieves Guild, yes, we're still together. We are still a team. I think as of right now, we are going to do our separate little thing here. Can I reach that? No, I cannot. But I do plan on building a Thieves Guild. Ooh, lots of iron. By trade, let's get rid of you. Lots of iron. Let's get rid of the dirt. I don't need the dirt right now. Let's fences can go. Ooh, and an emerald. Red dye. There we go. And I better sleep real quick. And there's a dolphin. So let me tell you what I'm gonna do before I tell you what my base idea is. I'm gonna go about 500 blocks north and then 500 blocks east, just so I can be a little ways away from spawn. And look at these guys. Oh, look at a witch. I hate witches. Just so I can have plenty of room for what I would like to do for my base. Leave me alone, please. Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna go about 100 blocks from where we are now. And no matter what biome we're in, even if it's a desert, that's where we're going to be building. So I'll see you guys as soon as I get to my new location. Finally, after 2 hours and 2 deaths, finally found my new. I ended up not going anywhere near where I said I was going to go, because that wound up being in the middle of the ocean. And I didn't want to build an ocean base, and I found llamas. Llamas are predators. I didn't want to do an ocean base because ocean bases are a little oversaturated. And I wound up going about 7,000 blocks south instead of just 500 because I got tired of looking at a taiga biome. And this was the first biome that I found that wasn't taiga. And there's this little oak tree over there, and there's one over there that I can get a lot of oak. So, I guess the first thing that I need to do, and I guess the main idea for this episode, is to get started on a little starter house, which I guess could go right there, or in that cave. And I've already got a forest fire. Isn't that a shame? Okay, so I've decided to do my starter base in this little cave here. And I've got a couple of trees growing out here, which is great because I'm going to need a lot. Now, instead of actually building my starter base house home thingy in the ground, I'm gonna get myself set up with a couple of farms instead. So what I need to do is find some iron, and this iron would be fantastic. While I'm looking for that, let me tell you what I want to do for my base this world. I want to do what I'm calling a Druid's Paradise. My idea is to take something similar to what you might see in Rivendell in Lord of the Rings and do a bunch of like a treehouse city kind of thing. But aside from that, I'm going to do a bunch of large custom trees to do that. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to build one really gigantic custom tree. And at the top of this custom tree, with within its leaves and its branches and all that, is going to be like a kind of elven treehouse mansion. It's not going to be like a mansion sitting in a tree. It's going to be like part of the tree, if that makes sense. Kind of an ambitious idea, but I imagine I'm going to be in this world for as long as this world is around, so I have plenty of time. And meanwhile, I've decided that this is where it is going to be. So I'm going to have to do a lot of leveling of the hills in the area and turn this entire area into a handmade forest. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of trees. But I can make that happen. But this mountain right here, probably going to stay, and I'll probably expand it a little bit so it's like a little bit of a cliff edge, because I love that. That right there, that bit of water curving around the edge there. That's the prettiest thing I've ever seen in Minecraft. That's gonna. So I'm gonna make it with this. I'll probably put a couple of houses on the cliff, but otherwise I'm gonna fill this river and this ravine, level the mountains, and make this whole place into a big old forest. Sounds like a plan, but first, where's my iron? What started out as just 2 trees is turning into a little bit of a forest, and that's good. Good start. But I am going to need a lot of wood for my plans. So I'm probably going to be doing a semi-automatic redstone farm sometime in the near future. But in order to do that, I need a mob farm. Oh, I've got a lot of work to do, but in the meantime, I've got my cows, pigs, and sheep all corralled, and I'm gonna breeding them as often as I can. But first, I need to make a wheat, carrot, and potato farm. Where can I find some iron? Finally, I found enough iron. Make myself iron. In fact, make the process that much faster. Eat up my little corn cobs, daddy's hungry. I need your steak. Look at you, you're gonna grow up to be my dinner. Alright, so we've got pretty much everything set up for now. I moved the entire forest over behind. Hello. Look at that, we got a little goblin in my forest. You do not exist. Nice. Now what am I supposed to do? I gotta see. Ow. There, now you guys can't escape. I'll have to fix it later. Creeper. Alright. So I've got everything set up for now. I moved the entire forest over there, which I now have to fix that. Thank you, Creeper. And then I put up 2 little tiny itty bitty farms over here. I'm going to do some terraforming on this entire side of the hill over here so that I can put a lot of farms. Here are some carrots, here's some wheat, so that I can feed my cows, sheep, and pigs. But I do have some beetroot seeds, I think I have some melon seeds. I do have some pumpkins, and some other things that I want to grow, and kind of like how I was doing in the previous Underworlds. I want to do 3 carrot farms, 3 wheat farms, etc., etc. And for ease of access, I built this bridge. But looking at it, even just going over it, it's definitely temporary. That's just there so that I can get from point A to point B without having to jump into the ravine. I might as well have just built it straight. I guess a little bit of curvature makes it, I guess, somewhat interesting. But for now, I think that's where I'm going to leave the episode off. Well, of course, you can't have a guild member's base without a symbol. If Echo doesn't have the symbol on his doorway, I have to talk to him about that. But between this episode, is that a floating piece of land? Between this episode and next episode, pretty much going to do nothing but go mining and harvest wood. Lots of wood. And I'm going to be mining and harvesting wood for hours and hours on end, and I'm pretty much not going to do anything else. Oh, and breeding animals and farming. All I'm going to be doing is resource gathering stuff. And the next episode, I'll probably maybe make my cave look a little bit better. Or maybe, if I'm feeling ambitious, I'll start removing lots of bit of land. I don't know. I don't feel like a full episode of doing that would be entertaining. Might not even be entertaining for me to do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave this episode, everyone. I want to thank you very much for watching, and I also want to know what do you guys think of my idea, my ambitious plan of removing all of this land and replacing it with a giant handmade forest for Elven Druid City. I like it. And tell me your suggestions. What do you think would fit in there? What do you think I could put in there? I would love to know. But that's going to do it, guys. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, give the like button a tickle. It'll appreciate it more than you, I promise. Don't forget to subscribe if you're brand new. Hit the notification bell. Share around with your friends. All of that good stuff. Remember that Discord and Twitter are in the description. So if you want to hang out, talk to me, give me suggestions, go over there. or just leave a comment. Up to you. I can't fit the holes today. Yeah, that's it. See you all in the next episode, guys. Good night, everybody.